find its SI unit. Force is measured in newtons, length is measured in meter, Newton per meter. It's a dimensional formula. For force it is mLT per minus 2 and per length L. It is equal to mt power minus 2. Surface energy and surface tension both are having same dimensional formula. Now dependence of surface tension on temperature. Just like viscosity, surface tension of a liquid also decreases with temperature. The reason is surface tension is also a molecular phenomena. As temperature increases, liquid expands. Distance between the molecules increase. Then force of attraction decreases. Therefore, surface tension decreases. Now, let us measure surface tension of a given liquid experimentally. For that purpose, we choose a glass plate like this. Say this is the measuring balance. Right side pan is used to put the weights, and left side we have suspended a glass plate vertically. Now we put weights in the pan until both are balanced and this rod becomes horizontal. So now its weight is balanced with weight put here. Now let us take a beaker. Let us take a beaker and you pour water. You pour water. So suppose here the length is L. Okay. Now pour water. Now you pour on water into the beaker. Here the water level increases, and when the water surface just touches the glass plate bottom surface, then immediately the surface tension pulls the glass plate down. Now to balance it, we have to put some more weights here. We have to put some more weights here. And now you go on adding the weights. If you go on adding the weights, so a stage comes when the glass plate just clears the water. Just it comes out of the water surface. So weights are added till the plate just clears water. Now you consider these weights only, because this weight is used to balance our glass plate weight before pouring water here, and these weights counter the surface tension force here. This weight balances the surface tension, force of surface tension. Therefore, see here, surface tension is defined as force by length. Force means gravity. So force means here. So this actually here this is the force due to surface tension, but this is balanced by the weight of the additional weights. Gravitational force means mg. So the mass of the additional weight stones is say g divided by length. So here the length, this edge has length L and this edge has length. Compared to length, the breadth is negligible. Therefore, we consider length of two edges only, L plus L, 2L. L plus L, 2L. Substituting the values, we can evaluate the surface tension. Let us take a beaker and pour some water into it. See, if you observe the surface of the water, here to here and here to here it is flat only, but near the wall of the beaker, see, this beaker is made of glass, and near its wall the water surface is rising upward. Here see, this is the glass rod, here also water surface a little rising up. What does it mean? Anyhow, there will be force of attraction between water molecules, but compared to this force of attraction, the force of attraction between water molecules and glass molecules is more. That's why water has risen up. The force of attraction between unlike molecules is called adhesive force. So here the adhesive force is more than cohesive force. And now, in such case, how is the angle of contact? Let us see. Actually, how we define angle of contact? To find angle of contact, what all we do is, we draw a tangent. See here and here you can see a curve. You can see a curve, here a curve, here a curve. So this is glass rod, this is water curve, and this is the point of contact. At point of contact, you draw a tangent to the curve. Now this is the glass rod in the water. So the angle between glass rod in the water and tangent, the angle between these two is called as angle of contact. See, this angle of contact is less than 90 degrees. The angle is acute. So for glass water interface, we are getting acute angle, and when angle of contact is acute, the fluid tries to rise up. Now let us consider another example. Here you have taken glass beaker, into that you have poured mercury. You can observe how is the surface. Here to here and here to here it is flat, but near the wall of the glass beaker it has fallen down. Near the glass rod it has fallen down. Why? It means the force of attraction between mercury molecules is more. The force of attraction between mercury molecule and glass molecule is less. That is, here adhesive force is less than cohesive force. So in such case, how is the angle of contact? Let us see. See, This is the point of contact for solid and liquid, and at this point you have drawn a tangent to the curve. Now you take angle between tangent and glass surface inside liquid, not here, inside liquid you take. So this is glass surface inside liquid and this is tangent, angle between these two. How is the angle? This angle is greater than 90 degrees. Here you got obtuse angle. So when adhesive force is more than cohesive force, we get obtuse angle. When angle of contact is more than 90 degrees, the fluid doesn't wet the glass. The substances which decrease the angle of contact of a liquid is called wetting agent. Example: soap, detergent, dyeing substance. See, when your face is oily, then you apply soap and water to clean your face. Actually, plain water doesn't work here. When soap is added to water, this soap decreases the angle of contact of water. Then, since its angle of contact is decreased, its penetration increases and it penetrates into the skin dirt and it removes the dirt easily. Similar is the case with detergent. We use detergent to wash clothes. When detergent is added to water, this decreases angle of contact of water so that it penetrates deep into the cloth fiber and removes dirt molecules. Dyeing substance. When you are coloring cloths, the color should spread deep inside the fibers also. For that purpose, the wetting agent is added to the colors. Now, the substances which increase angle of contact of a liquid is called waterproofing agents. Example: paints. So before going to paints, students going to schools carry bags, not about plastic bags, but bags made of jute. And even though they carry the bags when it is raining, they do not get wet. The reason is, see, to the bags some waterproofing agents are used, and the waterproofing agents increase the angle of contact, and so that when raindrops fall on that, they just roll down. The raindrops do not wet the bag because the angle of contact is obtuse angle, more than 90 degrees. Similar is the case with umbrella and paints. Wherever your surface is coated with a paint, and when you sprinkle water over that, the water droplets just roll down because the paints increase the angle of contact. Why drops and bubbles are spherical? Before going to that, let us consider, suppose an object is kept like this. The same object kept like this. This is unstable equilibrium, this is stable equilibrium. You learned in your lower classes. See here, here is the center of gravity and its potential energy formula mgh. Say its mass is 100 grams. We are taking all the values in CGS system. G value 980 centimeter per second square, but round figure 1000. Let us take height say 3 centimeters. So you got potential energy of 3 lakh ergs for this. The same object when kept like this, the height is just half centimeter. Mass and G value same. And potential energy became just 50,000 ergs. See, which is more stable compared to this? This is more stable. Why? Because compared to this is having lower potential energy. Lower the potential energy, higher the stability. So now let us come to the drops and bubbles. If the drops and bubbles want to be stable, they should possess less potential energy. Now let us consider different shapes. And see, all these are liquid drops, suppose. These are liquid drops of different shapes. And each liquid drop has a volume of 100 ml. Just shapes are different. Now, when shape changes, surface area also changes. These have different surface areas. So, which shape is having lowest surface area? This sphere, spherical shape has lowest surface area. Okay. So, the surface molecules possess some extra potential energy, and that extra potential energy must be as far as lower to be stable. So out of the different shapes, only this shape is having lowest surface area. Therefore, only in this case we can find lowest number of surface molecules and lowest amount of excess surface energy, which leads to higher stability. So this shape has lowest surface area, lowest number of surface molecules, and lowest potential energy, so that this can be more stable. That's why whether they are liquid drops or soap bubbles, they want to assume spherical shape. Just now we considered that why liquid drops and soap bubbles assume spherical shape. The reason was this shape has lowest surface area, lowest number of surface molecules, and lowest amount of excess potential energy, which leads to higher stability. Now, another interesting consequence of surface tension is that the pressure inside a spherical drop is more than the pressure outside. Why like that? Let us see. See, this is a liquid drop. So inside the pressure is say Pi, and outside the pressure is say PO. So because of surface tension, inside pressure is more than outside pressure. How much more? That we can get by subtracting this from this much more. So this is called excess pressure. This is called excess pressure. How much more than outside pressure? That is called excess pressure. So here, why inside pressure is more? See, let us see here. In a beaker, water is there. We considered one interior molecule and one surface molecule. For the interior molecule was pulled by all the molecules around it, so that net force became zero. But on surface molecules, only the molecules in the lower hemisphere are pulling. In the upper hemisphere is empty. So here the net force is not zero, but there is existing a net force, and that net force is working towards the liquid. So in this way, net force is working on all the surface molecules, towards liquid. So that is towards liquid. Some net force is working towards liquid. So this leads to more. Because of this, the pressure inside becomes more compared to outside pressure. Now we have to derive an expression for excess pressure in case of a liquid drop. Suppose radius of a liquid drop is increased by delta R. Now R1 is equal to R, R2 is equal to R plus delta R. Now let us find initial surface area. Initial surface area that is A1 is equal to the formula is 4 pi R1 4 pi R square, or 4 pi R1 square, and R1 is equal to R, therefore 4 pi R square. Final surface area A2 4 pi R2 square. 4 pi R2 means R plus delta R whole square. So that is equal to 4 pi. Let us expand this. A plus B whole square. A square B square plus 2R delta R. Now increase in surface area. Increase in surface area, that is A2 minus A1. So 4 pi common, minus R square gets cancelled. So we are left with see here, delta R is very small. Delta R is very small. Then the delta R whole square becomes negligibly small. Hence can be ignored. So this is ignored. Therefore, increase in surface area becomes 4 pi into 2r delta r, 8 pi r delta r. Now, by definition of surface energy, how we define surface energy? Additional potential energy of unit surface area is S. Then additional potential energy of delta A surface area, how much? Delta A by 1 into S. So this much energy is gained. So additional potential energy gained is equal to delta A into S. Delta A means 8 pi r delta r into S. Okay. Now see, we increased the radius of the sphere from r to r plus delta r. To do this, we did some work. The work done in expanding the sphere is stored as additional potential energy. So we write here work done in expanding sphere. So the work done is not wasted, that is stored as additional potential energy. Work done means force into displacement. Work done in expanding sphere is equal to additional potential energy gained. Now work done. So here what happened? Here you increased the radius from r to r plus delta r. So the displacement is delta r. So here work done means force into displacement, and here additional potential energy gained means this value. Delta r gets cancelled. But pressure is equal to force by area, or excess pressure is equal to force by excess area. So here R force is equal to pressure into area. Here we are considering excess pressure. Excess pressure means Pi minus Po area. See, this is the initial area, 4 pi r square. Substituting this value in first equation, here 1 r 4 pi 2. So from this we get S is equal to Pi minus Po by Pi minus Po. Sorry, we are writing expression for excess pressure. So from this we get Pi minus Po is equal to 2S by take this or that side. Pi minus Po is equal to 2S by R. This is for liquid drop. This is for liquid drop. For liquid drop, we derived expression for excess pressure, and that is equal to 2S by R. 2 into surface tension by radius of the sphere. So the same formula can be used for air bubble also. Why? Because this liquid drop has this surface. How many surfaces? Only one surface. And air bubble also having only one surface. Here the surface is outside the liquid, and here the surface is inside the liquid. That is the only difference. But the number of surfaces is here one, here one. Therefore the same formula is used for liquid drop and air bubble. Now let us consider soap bubble. See, unlike this, soap bubble has two surfaces. See, this is the soapy water. Inside it is empty. Outside also air. Inside air is there. Inside there is air, and outside also there is air. So it is having one surface inside and one surface outside. Between the two surfaces, soapy liquid is there. So here, when its radius is increased from r to r plus delta r, the increase in surface area, so one surface area, this much, but it has two surfaces, inner surface area, outer surface area. So considering inner and outer surfaces, consider inner and outer surfaces, the change in area becomes double this value. Double this value. So work done is equal to additional potential energy gained. Work done means force into displacement, and additional potential energy gained is S into delta A. Now force is nothing but Pa minus Po into area. S into delta A is nothing but 2 into 8 pi r delta r. Delta r gets cancelled. Now Pi minus Po, initial surface area is how much? See here, in place of A, I am writing the only inner surface area I am writing. You may think inner surface area 4 pi r square, outer surface area 4 pi r square, so here 8 pi r square should be written. No, not like that, because here work done force into displacement. See, here now it is at the position of r1, and from here to here it is expanding. The displacement delta R means from here to here it is expanding. Therefore, only inner surface area has to be considered here. For soap bubble. So here this value is double the liquid drop value, because liquid drop has only one surface. Soap bubble is having two surfaces. That's why excess pressure is here is